Waiting to feel inspired to do things is emotional procrastination. We often don't achieve our goals and don't create our dream life because we don't feel motivated. But motivation will never change you. Standards will. In this video, we are going to see why we procrastinate, why motivation is not reliable, and how to build standards to achieve our goals and become our best self, our future self, the person that has everything that we desire. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aziza. I help you embrace your growth journey and create your dream life. Go after your dreams and make it your reality. I used to wait until I felt like doing something to do the thing. I waited for motivation, to be inspired, to take the actions and do the work that I need to do to achieve my goals. I thought that motivation would save me, but it kept me stuck. When you wait to feel inspired to do the things that you have to do to accomplish your goals, you are training your brain to obey moods instead of values. So to encounter that and to change that, next time you think, I don't feel like it, next time you feel like, I don't feel like doing it, and you want to push it back, you want to procrastinate, tell yourself, feelings don't decide, standards do, and then act within 2 minutes. I'm going to get to the building of standards so you can understand this better. There is a mistake that we make about discipline. Building routines help with discipline, but routines collapse under stress. Standards survive in the chaos. I kept putting routines in place. I kept telling myself, okay, every morning I meditate and I journal. I try to work out 5 days a week. I eat healthy, all type of routines to reach those goals. The problem is whenever I wouldn't feel like it, whenever life got messy, whenever things got busy around me, I didn't stick to my routines. I just didn't. I didn't honor those things. Why this happens, why we don't keep discipline, why we quit our routines when emotions hit, it's because we never decided who we are. We never decided our standards of being and living and what we won't tolerate for ourselves anymore. So example, when you want to journal every morning, you want to implement that. Instead of saying, okay, this is my routine, I try to journal every morning before I go to work. Tell yourself, I don't start my days in mental chaos. This will help you embody and become that person, have that standard of life, of being. Routine creates tasks when standards create identity. Identity is what defines you, but it also is what your brain is going to work very hard for to protect and to honor and to find evidence to give it life, to confirm that this is you, this is who we are. So you want to reinforce your identity, who you identify with, who are you, not just what are the tasks that you have to do, because this will crumble at some point when your life is shaken. So to embody your best self, your new self, your future self that has everything that you desire, to create the identity of the person that has everything that you desire, that achieve your goals, replace one routine with a standard. So not I'll try to journal in the morning, but I will not start my days in mental chaos. And once you've done this, once you have set standards for yourself, well, you have to build self-trust. You have to do micro self-trust actions to reinforce the identity, because you can tell yourself whatever you want, but if you don't back it up with actions, if you don't honor this identity that you are building, well, it's never gonna stick and you're just gonna stay stuck in your old identity and your old ways of being, doing, thinking, which will not give you the things that you want to achieve. Otherwise you would already have those things that you are going after. Every small promises that you make to yourself, well, honor them, keep them. This will rewire your brain and implement your identity. So for today, pick one small promise that it's so small you can't fail at it, and then repeat it for the next 7 days. For example, you aspire to be a content creator. I use this example a lot because obviously that's what I'm doing, so it's easier for me. You want to be a content creator. You want to be paid to live your life. You want to be paid to be you. And you have a hard time doing the things. You have a hard time being disciplined. Well, give yourself a promise, a small promise. It's so small that you cannot fail. You cannot say, no, I'm not doing this. Let's say it's watch 5 minutes in a video of how to become a content creator. Just 5 minutes. You repeat that for 7 days. At the end of the 7 days, you would have watched 5 by 7 times. 5 by 7. I have to do this. This is terrible. 5 by 7. I'm stupid. There is a technique. Okay, real quick pause in my video. There is a technique to do the table of 5 with your hands in case you have kids. I don't even know if nowadays kids have to learn the tables in mathematics because of all the new technology. But anyway, for 5s, you have 10 fingers. The number that you multiply 5 by is the finger that goes down. So if I have 5 by 7, that's this finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes down. The answer is the first is units and the second is decimal. It's 63. So you have watched 63 minutes. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. You have watched 63 minutes. Is it minutes? 5 minutes by 7. Yes. 63 minutes of how to become a content creator. Boom, you are reinforcing your identity as a content creator. You are gaining knowledge, so you have more clarity about what is your next step, about what you have to do, about what you have to learn, about what you are going to apply. It takes you there little by little, and by doing this, you are identifying as a content creator and getting closer to your goal. Next point, to have standards and build standards to reach your goals and to get what you want in life, is to understand that standards is way bigger than habits. Standards do not negotiate. People that have standards, they don't fumble their own standards, they honor them. If you have as a standard to only date people that have a career, that people that are financially stable, you are not going to date someone that has no job and that is asking you for money, because that's your standard, that's your baseline, that's who you are, that's what you identify with, and you don't even attract things that are not aligned with your standards eventually. So standards is way stronger than habits. Honestly, once I decided what I don't tolerate for myself anymore, things shifted in a very short amount of time. Having standards, it's like having a line that you don't cross in your life. Let's say I'm trying to get up earlier today, every day. Instead of the habit of getting earlier, this is your standard to not start your day in chaos, in stress. And that becomes who you are, even on vacation, even when it's not for that specific goal that you are trying to achieve. This is who you became. This is who you are. That's your standard of living. And it applies in every situation, in every layer of your life. Another example, let's say your habit is to eat better. I eat better now. The standard here is I don't disrespect my body with neglect. You see the difference, how it's way deeper, how it's more like something that if you compromise this, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. It's not even you. This shift, it's not about productivity. This shift is about self-respect. It's about self-honoring. So tonight, write down one standard that you have for yourself by starting a sentence with, I do not fill the blank. I do not betray myself anymore. I do not people please. I do not put other people before my own needs and emotions. Doing this, it will allow you to shift your identity. Shifting your identity is the core of realizing your dream life, is the core of realizing your goals. You have to change who you are to have different things. You have to become a different person to have different results. Meaning you have to shift your identity. Your identity has to change. When you change how you see yourself, discipline becomes natural. Achieving your goals becomes effortless, becomes way easier and more clear. Your path gets clearer. You gain clarity. So this final point to anchor this and to identity shift. Finish the sentence and then leave from it. I am someone who, and fill the blank. I am someone who honors herself. I am someone who lives in peace and ease and flow. I am someone who, fill the blank. To recap, to have standards to change your life. 1, replace I don't feel like it by feelings don't decide, standards do. And while you're at it, feelings don't pay the bills either, standards do. If one of your goals is to be successful and have money, then start within 2 minutes. Take action, tiny actions. Second, to have standards to change your life is to replace one routine with a standard. So instead of I'll start journaling every day, set the standard of someone who don't start the day in mental chaos. By the way, guys, if there is noise in the background, they are doing constructions across the street and I'm trying my best to play with it, and when it's loud I stop talking and then blah blah blah. But if you hear the noise behind in the background, I am so sorry about it, and hopefully it won't be the case for my next videos and days I shoot. After the third point, pick one small action that you cannot fail, one small promise, and then repeat it for 7 days. And finally, complete the sentence, I am someone who, and then leave from that. Write it down in your notebook, in your notes on your phone, and keep telling yourself who you are. You are rewiring your brain and you are going towards that person. The more you repeat it and the more you honor it by taking the small actions, by honoring your promises. Thank you so much for watching. Let's comment below the person that you are. So the last one, I am someone who. Just give me one sentence about who you are. For me, I would say I am someone who doesn't let fear stop me from taking aligned actions. Oh, I love that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I hope it helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.